Hi everyone, Vlad here for another video. Today's video is going to be about the best areas to live in Dubai. I mean, you want to find a new place to live, or you're fresh off the boat from your country and you just don't know where to live. I mean, which areas are the best, which areas are the funnest, which areas cost less, which areas are a bit green, which areas are close to school. There is so many factors, and obviously in this video it's going to be a bit difficult for me to give you guys each and every single breakdown, but I might turn this into a series. I know that I say that a lot, and I'm trying to commit to my words that when I do say I will try to turn something into a series, but this could actually make sense because there's just so many neighborhoods. I will kind of start geographically in a way that makes sense for me and probably will make sense for you guys. So I will start from the end of Abu Dhabi going towards Dubai. So basically, first and foremost, you would get to Discovery Gardens, which would be here. It's a place where the rent is quite cheap. There are, however, some horror stories of certain building maintenance that is not that great. It's located in an area mainly, I would say, and not to sound racist or anything, it's just a fact. A lot of Indian expats are there, Pakistanis, yeah, Middle Eastern. There's not a lot, statistically, a lot of like German expats or European expats living in Discovery Gardens. I mean, I think mainly because the rent are very, very low, but it is a good alternative because you don't pay that much. Let's say for a one bedroom, you would find anything between 45,000 to 50,000. Jesus, can't speak. 50,000 dirham yearly, and usually you can pay in like 3, 4, 5, 6 checks sometimes. So it's a good alternative if you're here, if it's your first year and you try to save money and you don't want to live with someone else. You can maybe even get a studio for like 40,000 dirham. Right now, it's actually a very good time to rent. So the rentee tends to have more of the purchasing power right now. It will probably change, but as of now it's very good. So Discovery Gardens, then you would get to another area called JLT, which is an area where I lived in a one bedroom, and that area is quite nice. It used to be not nice maybe 2-3 years back because the whole system of going in and out of JLT was a complete mess, but now it's great. The only thing is that the parking situation, although it's not it's not bad, but since it's all massive towers and building, if you forget something going up and down, it's a nightmare. I know it's like first world problem or whatnot, but depending from building to building, you get different finishing and all that. But overall, JLT is a nice area. One bedroom though definitely will cost you somewhere around 80 to 90,000 dirham. I'm gonna go with the example of one bedroom because I think it's the most common thing that people will get. I'm not going to talk about sharing accommodation, all that in this video, but yeah, between 80 and 90,000 dirham for somewhere in JLT, and it's quite a nice area. You have really nice restaurant. They also did like man-made lakes. That's quite nice to look at in the morning from your balcony and all that. But it's a lot, like I said, it's a lot of massive towers and 30, 40 plus floors. I remember I lived on the 35th or something like that. So yeah, not for everyone, but it's well located as well. No, so yeah, Discovery Garden, JLT, and if you go further up on that stretch, you are going to reach the Greens. No, actually, there's another area right in between there, but that's quite expensive. It's like the Spring Meadows, but these aren't your typical buildings or tall skyscrapers and all that. It's very high end. It's mostly houses and townhouses and villas and all that. So to rent one of those, which typically go from 2-bedroom to 3-bedroom, is you're looking more towards the 100,000 dirham plus mark, probably around somewhere around 150, 170,000 dirham. So quite a posh neighborhood. But that's definitely, if money's not an issue for you guys, it's definitely a fun and cool area to be in. Lots of greeneries, it's close to golf course, all that stuff. So change of pace from the other two areas for sure. Afterwards, you reach an area where I live right now. I'm shooting this video actually where you see people walking by, this and that. This is called the Greens. You have the low rises, which is the building that I live in, and they're, for one bedroom you're looking at anything between 80 to 90 as well. Although now the market, like I said, is better, so you might be looking maybe at like 77 to like 85, I would say, if your bargaining skills are good. And yeah, you can walk around. There's a dog park. It's very well located because it's close by the marina, it's close by Media City. It's quite central, I would say, so definitely a good alternative. Also the studios, they start around 70,000. So the finishing of the low rises, it's similar to all the low rises here. They come with a dishwasher, they come with a washing machine, all that stuff, so they come well equipped, but it's just, you do feel that it's a bit old. You do have skyscrapers, which are like the panorama towers, but those are for one bedroom closer to 100,000 to 115,000 dirham yearly, so it's another level. I mean, it's quite nice, to be honest, but the low rise is a nice alternative to live in a nice neighborhood. Afterwards you have Tecom, which is literally 100 meters that way. Tecom, I would say, is a mix of like JLT and Discovery Garden, if this makes any sense. Some buildings are absolutely terrible, some buildings are not bad, and I've been to some that actually from the outside it looks terrible, but the inside is like, you feel like you're in Europe, you feel like the finishing is amazing. So it's really hit or miss. And the one bedrooms, they're slightly cheaper than the greens, but not by a ton. So anything from like 75 to 80,000 dirham for one bed. But like I said, be careful which tower you go to, because I've looked at some of the buildings there before moving to the greens, and it's really like awful. You have mold everywhere, this and that. Mold is a big issue in the UAE, so make sure that you check the pipes, check this, check that, because there's a lot of hidden things that you might miss if you don't. Yeah, I think I'll stop the video here in terms of just following that stretch. So as a recap, so you have Discovery Garden, afterwards you have JLT, in between JLT you have the Spring, Meadows, lakes, all that stuff that's quite pricey. Then you get to the greens, and then you have Tecom. Afterwards you have other things like Barsha, and then you get further up to the IFC and all that. So I can do that in another video. Do let me know if you want me to continue on that topic, if it's interesting to you. Please leave me a like if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new for more content, and yeah guys, that's it for today. Have a good one. Peace.